Hello and welcome back on my YouTube channel, Aao Kuch Sune. So in this video, I am going to share my learnings from one of the book that I had read recently. The book name is The Art of Saying No. So before we get into what learnings I have from this book, I would like just to give a short summary of this book. This book is about how you can say no to someone when he is asking for help. That does not mean you say no every time, but it means that when you are actually very busy, you cannot give time, or you are involved in something which is very important to your own self, but you still go live that thing and help others. So in this way, why this is important, why the art of saying no is important, this book is everything about that, right? So my very first learning from this book is we should learn to value our own time, our resources, and our priorities and the tasks that we are doing. We should not leave them because we are doing that for a particular reason. So if we are not completing something and going to help someone else, that means you are leaving something that is important for you, which might impact in short term or long term, right? So let's suppose you are working in an office, you have 2 or 3 projects to complete, many meetings to attend, and in between your colleague comes and asks you for help for his project. Now you know that you actually don't have time, but you still go ahead and help that particular your colleague. Now when you help him, you are leaving your work behind. You might have some deadlines which you are going to miss because you are going to help to someone else. So there is a way that you can say no. That is the reason the book name is The Art of Saying No, because if you just say no, it might sound rude to the other person. So there is a way, there are many tips and tricks that we can follow to say no to someone when you actually cannot help. So this is very one important thing that I learned from this book is value your own time, your resources, your energy. Now, the second thing that I learned is when you say no, the reaction of other person is not your responsibility, or is not what you should be worried about or feel guilty about. Many times it happens that when your friend comes to ask you for a help and you say no, then there are many that emotional sentences being used, and this is actually mentioned in the book. There are many emotional sentence being used, and your friend will be like, I'm not going to help you next time when you call me. So there can be many this kind of things, but you should not feel guilty about that, or you should not worry about that, because that is not your concern what other person reaction is. You tried your best to explain him that you cannot help this moment, or you cannot do this, that you can give other deadlines, right? So there are different things you can do. Very one important thing is, if you know that you can help after a particular time, straight away give that deadline that, hey, I can help you in evening after 7 p.m. So if that works for you, we can connect that time, right? It can be for a friend, it can be for a stranger, a relative, a neighbor, anyone else, right? Your host, if you stay at hostel, it can be your hostel friends, it can be anyone, right? This is one way you can say no. The other way we can say no is if someone is asking you for help in a thing which you are not an expert about, or you might not have an idea. So instead of giving false hope, right, instead of prolonging that particular thing, what you can simply do is you can just say that, hey, I don't have expertise in this, can you ask help from John or any other person that you know might be expert in this, right? So it's like you are not even saying no, you are indirectly helping the person, so the person feels good. And even after all these things, if the person is reacting in a rude way or something like that, you should not be sad about that, because that is not what you should care, because you tried to give the best answer you could, and you tried to provide the help in the best possible way you can. Because it is not like that you will always be available for your friends, or you will be always available for your teammates, and there are multiple things like that. So the author of this book, Damon, who is there, he has shared his personal story, that how was first he a people pleaser. He used to go to help his friends, he used to take them to airport, he used to complete their assignments, he used to help them in projects, and there are multiple things. But when he started saying no, right, his friend started behaving with him in a rudely way, and he tried to get over that part. He did not feel sad, or he did not continuously worried about that part, but he started understanding that, and he understood a pattern that how people are reacting when he says no, right? So he developed these tips and tricks of in different ways that you can say no. Now the other thing is that I have learned from this book is take the ownership of what you say, right? If you are saying no, then take ownership of that. Don't try to, you know, put more irrational reasons behind you saying no, right? Let them be rational. let them be candid. If you are saying no for a particular reason, say a no for a particular reason. If your health is not good, say your health. If you have anything that you have, take ownership of that and feel free to share that, right? So this all things helps us a lot. We many times think that how will the other person feel if I'm saying no? He's my such a close friend, he's my, but if the other person is not understanding, that means you don't have that good relationship with that person, or he's not your good teammate, or he's not the one who understands your problem. Every time you cannot, take the ownership of others problems as well and others solution as well. So this is the other thing that I learned from the book. Now more things that I learned is that when you are saying no, there is a way to say no. You cannot be rude. Even if you are involved in multiple tasks and you want to say no, if your friends come, just don't be like, okay, get away from here, I cannot do this. Your reaction should not be like that. And if by mistake it is like that, do apologize for it later, that hey, I was busy in this multiple things and I had to do my submission of projects, I had to attend these meetings, complete the deadlines and all that. So that is how you can later, talk with your that particular employee. But initially try to avoid that. Don't get into that. And there are many times we say no and we then feel guilty about that, why I did this, why I did this. No, take ownership of what you did. Feel good about that. You did it for a particular reason. If you did it for a wrong reason, you are eventually going to feel guilty or feel sad about it. But if you're doing for a right reason, you don't have to feel sad or guilty about that. So these were my learnings from this particular book, The Art of Saying No. I'm going to read many multiple books and I will be sharing my learnings in this way. I hope this small summary video helped you, gain an idea of why saying no is also important. Every time when someone asks something, we always have two choices, but we, like, by default tend to say yes. But now after reading this book, I have consciously, I'm going to keep that in mind, that even I can say no when I have something to do for myself, right? So this book really helped me. I would suggest you to read this book. If you use Kindle, you can read it on that, or the book is available on Amazon. I can put the link in the description. Do read the book and share your views with the friends. And if you like this video and if this short video helped you, or you could relate at some point of your life with this particular video, do share it with your friends so it can help them as well. Thank you for watching the complete video. See you in the next book review. Thank you.